Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is another. This is an exciting time. Wow, 4 people already live with us. Fantastic. So I want to welcome everyone here. If you can hear me, please leave a comment so I know you can hear me. My name is Ayo SCM, by the way, and this is the Real Estate Goldmine online conference. All right. Now, this conference is put together so that you can learn what the big boys and the big girls and the and the gurus know, that he's helping them make so much impact and money in real estate. All right. So if you can hear me, I would like to be sure you can hear me. Leave a comment. I will see it, and then we can also acknowledge your comment. This program is brought to you by Phenomenal Project, a real estate review and listing platform soon to be launched globally. So I want to welcome everyone listening to this call, to this webinar or conference. It's good that you find the time to join us. And I believe that you are joining for a specific reason. You don't just join a conference because you want to, just fulfill all righteousness, or you want to fear of not missing out. Okay, you join something. You join this because you want to learn. You want to acquire the requisite skill. And I have painstakingly put together a team of experts that will be clearing all of our doubts, clearing all our gray areas where real estate is concerned. I can see you, Isaiah. Good to have you on the call. Well done. I can see you, Temidayo. Fantastic. Now, let's share this link with as many people that we know. Even if they've not registered, let them join in to listen to what we have to share in the course of this conference. Now, real estate is known to be the industry that has made the most millionaires in dollars. You can write that down. All right. And there is something that makes this possible. Every person who wants to aspire to become wealthy can only legitimately do so using real estate as a vehicle. Now, there are several, don't get me wrong, there are several ways you could use to make money, but when it comes about building wealth, wealth is beyond earning from the work you do or from the your job. It is more about you having investments that pay you even when you are not having to work. We call it residual income. So
okay, network. Mr. Ayo can. Okay. I think it's just give a few minutes and he'll be back. I think it's the live stream. So welcome everyone. Tell you when he comes back. I would like to know where you are joining us from. Yeah, so please joining us from. Yes, please drop it in the comments where you are joining us from. Isaiah, where are you joining us from? Please drop it in the comments before back online. So let's know where you are joining us from. So I'm here in Lagos, Nigeria, and yes, it's was it the network?
yeah, network has been shaking. Sorry about that. So I'm back. Sorry about that. I want to believe that we can continue. So before the network happened, I was welcoming everyone, and I also said that we should share the link to as many people that needs to be here. I can see Paul here. Good to have you. And it's going to be an exciting time of learning. We have Monica, and we also have Mr. Paul, who is our second guest tonight. So, Monica, thanks for coming. You've been into real estate for a while. It's so much of a pleasure to host you for this night, for this first session. All right. So can you tell us a bit about yourself and also how you got into real estate and why? All right. So over to you, Monica. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening. It depends on your time zone when you are viewing this. Yeah. My name is Monica Oge. I'm a real estate consultant, the lead consultant at IMAT Real Estate. IMAT Realtors. What started in the industry of real estate in 2018. That's when I started. And how did I get to come into? A friend of mine told me about real estate. A friend of mine then higher studies, and she told me about real estate, how she was helping people own their own houses, helping them. And from that, she actually got her own. She was a young lady. She told me that from helping people, because there's this saying that if you help a lot more people get what you want. So she was helping people get their own properties, and from that she had to grow her own, and she owned her own. In Unilag, she owned her own property, hostel in Unilag, giving her passive income. So she was the gospel of come and invest. She was also applying it to herself as that her age, because she was doing in the work, helping people. And she helped lots of people to get into the industry, was getting paid, and she also invested. So when she told me, I thought it was very, very interesting, because I heard about real estate and I really had the interest, but I didn't know how to go about it until I came out of my, and that was how I got started in the industry. Yeah.
Wow, that's thank God for that friend,
Yeah.
because I know that through that invitation into the industry, you've made a lot of impact, and of course, you've made a lot of money as well. So tonight we want to talk about documentation in real estate. Now, for those who are just listening, real estate is land, property. Well, I'll allow Monica to do the explanation. Now,
Yes.
Monica, how would you say what is the impact documentation has on the validity of a property, and how would you introduce real estate to someone from the perspective of having proper documentation to eventually validate that yes, this is your property? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I believe perhaps really don't know much about or what real estate is about. So you already started with the introduction. What it has to do with land, houses,
Yeah.
properties, and it has to do with anything which is anything underneath the land, anything above it, the air space, anything that has to do with particular plot of land. That's real estate. So talking about real estate, most people will piece of property I bought. I said I should invest in real estate. I've now invested in real estate, and I got receipts is not enough. Receipts, getting a receipt of payments.
Yeah.
In a way, I liken it to getting going to buy a car. Although it's in that way, when you are going to get a car, you don't only pay for the car. You go and register the car. Go and get the proper documents. Is that car, you register that car to your name, the plate number. That's when you can confidently say, I have that car. You can be driving that car, but it's not registered in your name. Real estate is not
Fact.
just about getting the it's not, it's way more than that. Why? It's because real estate is so peculiar. Carry that real estate away. A car, you buy the car, you drive it away from the car shop. But if it is static, it's in that location. So you have to be very sure what documentation is very key. Just getting a receipt of payments is not enough. It's not enough guarantee that said that this property is yours. You have to take it further. I'll give some of the documents that are in that you're going into real estate transaction is you will get the receipt. Receipt is so important because the receipt there is what a transaction shows that okay you pay so amount, except maybe that then you get there's a document to show. You don't only say because somebody gave you as people can give people gifts as land, but you have to take it further. After that was registered, you have to get a document to show that you are actually the owner of that gift. So it's what receipts. If you're buying a property, you get a receipt. So once you get it, you pay so amount of money. And sometimes when you're even getting you might not need to pay the entire money. You don't need, that's one of the things that some people money first before they start. No. Now, these days now, you have ability to what? Pay gradually. Pay gradually. Depends on the party that is the opportunity to pay gradually. So when you are going into a real estate transaction and you want to spread within a period of time, you get what they call a contract of sales. Payment, maybe you've made an initial deposit. Take for instance now that property is 2 million naira. Take for instance the property is 2 million naira, and you can start that property with, you pay that 500,000 naira. You have an agreement to say that okay, I'm going to pay the balance naira maybe within a period of 3 months, within a period of 6 months. So of agreements you go into to show okay, this is the actual cost of the property, and this money I've paid for it. I'm going to pay the balance within the period of time. That was actually a transaction, is what we call the contract of sales. Well, what we talk about land, it still has to do house. So if you're going to buy a property, the document you have to get is the receipt. After the receipt, if you're not paying outright, paying the entire money at once, you are paying, maybe perhaps you're paying instrumentally, you get what we call the contract of sales document. So the contract of sales document is actually you yourself, maybe perhaps you're buying from a community, you're buying from an individual, to go and do that work yourself. But if you're buying from a real estate company, a real estate firm, like reputable ones, they will be in charge of those documentation. So you get the receipt document. So that contract of sales document is showing that there's a contract that is entered. So perhaps you don't that land within that period of time. There's what we call, you get what we call, the deed of assignment shows that that particular property that you bought in somebody's own before, maybe perhaps the person owns like 1 hectare, and now part of it maybe a plot to you. So when the person has sold that plot, has to give you a deed of assignment to show that okay, my right for ownership, my right property, this particular one, this location, I'm now giving it to you based on the agreement that we. Just having a receipt is not enough. You go ahead to show that okay, there's a transfer of ownership, which is the person is not telling you that I've sold this property to you, I've given this property to you, this is a document. So there has to be a transfer of ownership. Yeah. There has to be a transfer of ownership. We have what we call the C of O. Maybe that's what most people are used to. The C of O. Why is with the peculiarity of real estate, it's the highest. If you're going to the bank, you want to get a loan, the bank will not tell you to bring your certificate. They won't even tell you bring a collateral. The collateral is that security. If you're not able to pay, we'll take that property, and that property usually worth more than what we are. So most people are very familiar with the C of O because of that. The way the financial institutions, they place so much emphasis on it. So that's what perhaps if a property doesn't have a C of O, or maybe a property already has a C of O, and you're buying a property, you can go ahead to get your own, because that C of O is issued once in the lifetime of a property. So if your property already has a C of O and you want to be your head to get what we call the governor's consent.
Okay.
To get the governor's consent. So yes, in real estate transaction, you get the governor's
what's
consent.
The difference between CFO and governor's consent? Sorry about earlier, my network acted up. I had to get a new another alternative. So
okay.
Thank you, Monica, for just going through. So now what you're saying is the kind of, for example, if someone has a property that has governor's consent, does it mean that that property is okay? As it does that person need to do CFO again for that same property, or it's okay? Now, do you need to have CFO for you to get a very good property?
No, CFO as I said, I explained C of O to you. They are C of O. But the fact that those properties are valid in the sense that C of O is a form of the property now has C of O. One thing about C of O is that C of O has a lifespan. 99,
Okay.
after 99 years, it's automatically it goes back to government. That's a whole process altogether. The
Wow.
constitution was done in 1978. The 1978 constitution that all land belongs to government.
Yeah.
So for someone else to get a land, the person give that land to the person, and if the person is if they are getting the C of O, it's for 99 years back to the government. But since 1978, we've not had, they've not been 99 years to know what maybe they will either pay rent to the government to renew that kind of thing. Between a C of O and a governor's consent is that C of O is the first. In a C of O, you cannot get a C of O more than once. So if a particular property has gotten a C of O, if you now say, okay, I want this property, I want these documents to be showing that I'm now the owner in this where they put all the, because there's a land registry, different states has it. Lagos State has its own land registry, has to do with land matters is there. So if the person has bought that property and the person has registered it with his name, he has already come in that person's name. If you yourself you are coming to buy that property from that person, C of O, this property already has a C of O in that person's name. Government
Okay.
will not
Okay.
give you that property again. So if you want to now say, okay, I want it to be in my name, that's where you now for what we call the governor's consent, saying that the governor has consented to this party that has a C of O now, has changed hands, is now in the name of someone else, which is all this thing you have to carry the person who is selling and the person who is buying along, because it's those documents that you can now go ahead to go and perfect it, perfect the title to say, okay, the C of O in my name, but it's not going to be C of O anymore because you already have this C of O title that one, that process, that one you want to put it in your name now will be bearing, will now be a government. A particular property can have one C of O and it can have several, even 4, 5. How do I mean? Perhaps you bought the property, perhaps we bought the property from someone, the person that has the C of O, the person that processed the C of O, and now you bought that property and you want to hold this for a while. You go ahead to process and perfect your own. We call it perfection of title in your name. So the governor has given you what we call the governor's consent, and now perhaps somebody else, since you want to resell that particular property to somebody else, the person can just hold with your own governor's consent. The person can now say, oh no, I want it to be in my name. The person can go and register that one again, and they will give that person another governor's consent. So as long as and the person, the owners want it to be in their name, because it's very important being in your name, What the government, what the person can get subsequently, what the property can get subsequently is called governor's consent. So C of O is only issued once. So any other change of ownership that you want to do is going to be what you can only be given consent. That's it for the C of O.
Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Interesting. Really interesting. This is really eye-opening. Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Now, finally, would you say that there are still opportunities for real estate development and especially in Nigeria and then in Lagos, for example, where you operate largely in Lagos? And would you say there are still more opportunities in that industry for people to
So
come
much
in? And
more. So
how
much.
safe is it?
Okay, that's a good question. The opportunity is much more. Actually, the only time you say real estate is not going to is when people stop giving back. People are giving back. People are getting married. People are giving back to children.
Yes,
There will always be need. There will always be need. So if there's no time that it will not be valid. If you're doing this live streaming from your house, I'm doing it from my house. We have a roof over our head. This is real estate. It's real estate. So there's
exactly.
no time it will not be. So now is actually the best time. Now's the best time to kill because there will always be the demand for it. There will always be the demand for it.
Wow.
You see the
Thank
places
you.
before now. Most times when we're taking clients on inspection, and they'll say, this place has opened up. Oh, we'll be going for this place was not like this some years ago. The place is opening up very fast because people are moving with the speed of like people are moving. There is the demand is there. So real estate is something that is just Nigeria because the population is increasing. Population is increasing. There are some countries that you will not see land. So those ones they are not now they are still doing real estate there. Not that real estate there, because they are all now they are buying. People are now buying floors. People are buying floors because Nigeria now we have the opportunity. We still have land mass. So the opportunity is there for in the industry. The opportunity is there. The opportunity is there. Then you made mention of, I think, did you say about documents?
Safety, yeah. Is it
Safety?
safe?
Okay.
Because one of the things I encounter, people say, "Oh, I don't live in Lagos. Why should I get a property in Lagos? Somebody will come and take my land and all that." But with the proper documentation, as you described, yeah,
the documentation comes in.
Yeah.
Documentation comes in. We also have what we call due diligence. In respect, we have a lot of persons that are Nigerians that are not in Nigeria, though they're investing in. Why?
Diaspora,
because
exactly. Yeah,
and that's why the Nigerians, but they're investing in real estate because they say they are more exposed. They've seen what the world is going. They see what things are happening, and they know that they can source of income, that single source of income, they have to start playing in the real estate industry to create. So if you're not looking at, okay, the fear is there that who knows if I will get a property and take the property from my hand, or if the property is safe to buy, all those things. That is why you need work with reputable people, professionals in the industry. They help you, they'll guide you. I'm not saying because the risk is there, the potential of growth is there. The potential, looking at it, you have Mr. Ayo. Mr. Ayo now that is here, his death will help. Thing about this industry, the information these days now, you can get information. You have the internet. Like now, you're viewing this program is free of charge to you, right? You are viewing from the comfort of your house or from your office, so you have information. So if you're going to, you can do your own due diligence. You can do your own search. We have opportunities where you can come and inspect and do a physical inspection. We also have opportunities for virtual inspections where people will for people to view. Then there are documents that these documents are made mention. You ask questions, and don't just believe all this. You go ahead to do your own search on that property. So all this, you do your due diligence and you play in the industry, because this industry, if you really want to stop struggling, you want to create wealth, and you want to help other people to create wealth, you need to be. It's so important. You need to play in the real estate industry. There are a lot of things that are going on. You come into the industry and help. You see, many people are scared because of maybe things that are good. Person that is coming, you help to reduce those risks, and people are now more open to invest. So invest is something that everybody should be doing. Everybody will not do it. That's true, but it's something that's so important. Yes. So talking about the risk, you can actually mitigate the risk. When you work with, you can mitigate the risk. You do your own search. Do you ask questions? This forum now, this free class, you listen to when you hear about real estate. You listen to, you get ideas, and from there you want to get your property. You contact professionals, and that is it. So the risk, the benefit outweighs
the risk.
Let me outweighs the risk. Yes. Take for instance, let me give an example.
Okay.
Sorry, I know I saw a video of a lady that bought a property. This was less than 15 years, and that property was selling for 90 million. 90. Maybe should have spent that money maybe to buy a car that time. The value of that car would have they would have stopped using that car. That car would have gone.
Exactly.
But that real estate appreciate. So if you come into the industry, you are helping people have value to their lives. Somebody put something for 5 million naira, and that property is now selling for 90 million naira. You know, that's so much value. So people can future help their children and help people. So it's very, very important that play in the industry so that we can help to remove all those things that people see the negative aspect of it, and you're going to help people. And in the long run, you also get rewarded. Yeah.
With the value appreciation. Thank you so much, Monica. I wish we had longer time. We could just keep going. But
Yeah.
I really appreciate you. We have to go to the next guest. We'll do this again. Now, we are all very clear with the proper documentation, what they mean, and how they can help you effectively invest. Monica has expounded to us about the opportunities right now in the real estate industry, and
Yeah.
assure you, if you're investing, you will be protected because the laws of the land and, of course, the documentation, all right, will
It's
also
very
guide
important.
in making sure that you secure
Yeah.
your investment. Thank you so much, Monica. Hope to see you again
Thank you.
soon. God bless you for having this time with
Yeah.
us. Thank you.
And thanks
Now follow
everyone.
Monica at Monica. What's your handle, please? At Monica Oge, right?
Okay.
Or IMAT Realtors. Just search her out.
IMAT Real Estate. Yes, just check for IMAT Real Estate
Okay, at IMAT Realtors.
or Monica social media platforms. Yes.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Bye bye. All right, now, well, wow, that was a very powerful session. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. So, um, our next guest, can you hear me, Mr. Paul, Pastor Paul Olajide? Can you hear me, sir? He's having network challenge now. While we are waiting for him, uh, okay.
All right,
Hello,
can
good
you hear
to
me?
have you here, sir. Very loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Hope you can hear me. All
I
right.
can hear you very well.
Yeah, yeah, great.
But it's a bit
Yes, I
shaky,
can
it's
hear you.
not steady.
Okay, you mean my sound?
It's a bit shaky though. Can you speak again?
Okay. Hold on. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes,
I'm
I
trying to
can
get
very well.
started. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it's the mic. Okay. What about now? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's still good. All right, so we can go on. Now, I met Mr. Paul. I've always known him online, and but I can remember I saw when he started his real estate company. He's the CEO of Landback Homes. He's a developer, a pastor as well. Now, the consistency of how his company's growth was what interested me and drew me to him. And I'm just so excited that we have him here with us. All right. Now, this is a phenomenal gentleman. Believe me, guys. It doesn't, it's not, it takes a lot of guts, a lot of heart, a lot of understanding about real estate to actually be a developer, all right, in Lagos. It takes a lot of understanding about the industry, a lot of guts, a lot of wisdom, all right, to be a developer. When I mean a developer, I mean someone who is building properties and reselling them, or who is helping individuals that are looking to invest, guide them properly on how to invest in the real estate sector here in Lagos. And I'm so excited to have him with us. So, Mr. Paul, good to have you with us tonight. This is the Real Estate Goldmine online conference. So I'm just going to go right into it. You're the CEO of Langback Homes. You're doing amazing work. So can you
Thank
share with
you.
us how you got into real estate and how's been your journey? Thank you.
Okay, all right. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, although it's shaking, or we can still hear you. If the mic could be a bit closer to probably you put it on your
Okay,
yes,
you
at
try.
the edge of your neck.
And you, what about now? Is it clear?
Perfect. Head
All
on,
right.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good evening, Mr. Ayo. It's nice to have you and to meet you. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. I'm sure you know we've known ourselves for a couple of years right now in the days of motivational speaking, all of those times, and now again we are on the same platform in real estate. Thanks tonight for inviting
Yeah.
me, and thanks so much, and to all the speakers who have spoken before me. Though I didn't meet them, but at least I met the last speaker, Monica, while she was talking about
Yeah.
documentation. I think that's something everybody, particularly investors, needs to go and watch again so that they can learn. You can learn. You can learn. You can learn. Real estate is beyond what it used to be. I keep telling people, real
Yeah.
estate wealth is inexhaustible. I have tasted it and I know. I started tasting it as a
Mm.
realtor and I discovered that the wealth in real estate is inexhaustible. When I mean it's inexhaustible, till this world will be over, we will keep digging, exploring, and storing the wealth embedded in real estate. So, to the question you asked me earlier, how did uh, my real estate journey started? Is that the question? Are you there, Mr.
Yes,
Ayo? Are you
sir.
there?
That is it. Ouch.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've been in real
My
estate.
network is a bit shaky, but yes.
Okay, okay. I said I hope the question is right. How did my real estate journey started? So, and then my experience so far. Okay, I've been in real estate since 2015. I started as an agent. We used to call ourselves agents.
Yes, yes.
Agent, agent. We say
Yeah.
real estate agent. And the way my own started is so pathetic that 10 people can help a particular client to get a house, and you get what we call the commission, maybe 100,000. Then 10 people will have to divide the 100,000, and a means of this 100,000, somebody will say is a principal agent. Being the principal agent, it means that
Yeah.
we're going to have the lion chair. One of them that
Wow.
really caught me, and I told myself, I'm no longer a real estate agent. I will share with you tonight. I was having my Toyota Corolla a couple of years ago. I drove the client round. We eventually got one. It was even my church member. Eventually, she paid, and you won't believe I brought the clients. They only gave me 5,000 naira. They did not even respect the fact I came with my car. 5,000 naira. I'm like, what? With all the stress I've gone through,
Wow.
calling all of, I said, oh, this is the end of me being a real estate agent. It is over. So
What
from
five?
2015, yes, we go all around to
Wow.
Lekki looking for property to market, different inspections, all manners. We've been through so many things. So going down the line in 20 in 20 in 2020 in 2020 I got fed up with all of this issue of real estate thing, and I had to seek the face of God and ask God, how do I go further in this business? It was then the Lord told me how to structure the business, and I'm not ashamed to say this on the air.
Yeah.
Everything about land bank was not my idea. I got fed up. In fact, it was so down that I could not afford to pay my rent of 250,000 naira as at December 2020. My landlord came to my house and said, you call yourself a pastor, you better go and get a good job, or else I'm going to remove your burglary. You get out, go and get money to pay my rent. I was so fed up. The following year, February 2021, the Lord told me, do A and B. The name Land Bank came together. I didn't even have the money to register the company, but all around, I was able to gather the money, register the company, and the whole story started. And that is how I came into real estate development February
Wow.
2021, and officially October 2021, the office was opened and we started the business. And that was how we started.
Wow. Wow. This is a very touching story. When I hear someone talk about how they started, I think you should dwell a bit more on that, because a lot of people who are looking to become investors in the real estate and also business generally, they struggle with the fear of starting out. Now,
You're
what
right.
would you say was the pivotal push that eventually helped you move past that inertia to start? Could you just dwell a bit more on that part of the story?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is true. That will read a lot. Going down the line, it's as if nothing will work. Let me give an example. When the company was about to be launched, after I got the name, after we were able to pay the lawyer to register the company. Now, I like to hear this very well. Around April, May, I met at least 3 persons that I know who are well-to-do, who has money. That's what I mean. I said I have a company and this is my vision. In fact, in my library right now, if I can go into my library, there's a manuscript the Lord gave me on how to assess the real estate industry. That I don't know how if you could remember, that was when I started doing daily payments on a real estate as low as 700 naira daily, 1,004, 2,004 weekly, then monthly. That was
it. Yeah.
Good. That was the initial plan the Lord gave me. I still have the manuscript in my library here. If time permit me, I can show you. So that was how God gave me the manuscript. So I sat with it. I started checking through how this work, and that was our first launch. So when I approach some people, please, I have an idea. I have a vision to help. My goal at that time is still on my Facebook. I wanted to help at least 1 million Nigerian youth to own at least a plot for themselves. So I came with a vision of 10,000 youth owning their own plots with a daily payment of 700 naira. We give it a name, was called Future Vest. Future Vest is still on my Instagram page and on my Facebook. You pay 700 naira daily. You pay 1,400 weekly, and like that. So I approached some people to bring in fund. I said, give me 2 million. In 3 months, I will give you back 3 million. I know I approached 3-4 persons. Some of them were telling me, what experience do you have? Some of them said, how do you think that young people will follow you to that kind of bush? At that time, Ekpe was still selling for 200,000, 250,000 as at 2020. If you want me to tell you the history of Ekpe, come and meet me. I will tell you the history of Ekpe from beginning to the end. There was a point in 2019 when I used to go to Ekpe land was selling for 100,000, 150. I couldn't afford to buy it. There was no money. 2020, I took a client there. They wanted to buy about 10,000 plots for a World Bank project. I was one of the agents that took them there. 250,000 naira. We were able to gather the land.
Wow.
And investors were telling me, how on earth do you think young people will go with you to that forest to go and invest their money? Wow, that was struck me. I said, okay, fine. So many of them turned me down. But because I know what they told me to go into this industry, not just as an agent, but as a developer, I did not have any money. I'm saying it on the air, and I've said it over and over again. Land Bank Home started without nothing. We started with nothing. There was nothing in the account, and I'm going to tell you how we started. Wow. So after following the manuscript, I said, there's nothing going to happen. I got an agent. I said, please take me to available lands in Ekpe and in Varo. It's so pathetic and so bad that I could not even have enough money to buy the land in Ekpe. I had to go as far as Ishiwo. I don't know if you know Ishiwo. Ishiwo is the next community after Ekpe. Ishiwo is the next community after Ekpe. That was the first place Land Bank Home started our estate. I didn't have money to give the family. But because I have this, I'm so dogged, I'm determined, and I know what the Lord had told me to go into it. I met the family. I said, please give me a portion of your land. If not because we cannot share some, I will have shared you some of my videos and pictures. I said, give me a portion of your land. In 2 weeks' time, I will market this land and I will give you back your money. Some of them turned me down. Only one family allowed me. I was able to get money. I put a signboard and we started marketing. I remember I ran a ad on Instagram. That ad, Ayo, if you could remember, the ad was buy 8 plots for 2 million. That was the first time I launched that kind of idea. Buy 8 plots for 2 million. That was October 2021. So clear in my head. I ran a ad.
Wow.
3 people I don't know from anywhere. They jumped onto the ad. They came, they paid 2 million. About 3 clients paid 2 million. In fact, one of them came to my office. He brought 500,000 in cash to my office.
Wow.
And the rest is story. I'm telling you,
sweet.
these 3 clients that paid 2 million was what we leveraged on. We're able to pay the family we bought the shoe from, and that was how we moved on. And the following month was November. We had a little inches to the family in Ishiwo, and the Lord told me, move forward, and we went to Ekpe, K2 Ekpe. Hear this very well from my mouth. I, Paul Olajide, was the first real estate company to go to K2 Ekpe. K2 Ekpe has now become a place where everybody wants to home. As at 2020, no real estate company was going there.
Yeah.
I, Paul Olajide, with my company, was the first real estate company on the whole of that road. As at that time, that place was bush. Nobody was willing to go. The Lord said, go. And I went. We took my surveyor, we charted the land, and we discovered that a part is committed, a part was free. And we are so blessed that the part that we stayed, that was when we launched Light City Estate in November 2021. Now, when we launched that place, I was begging people, come and buy a plot for 500,000. Hey, nobody wanted to come. Nobody wanted to come. 500,000.
That place is selling for 3 million naira now.
Now, a plot in my estate in Light City is 4 million, 5 million. 2021, 2023. I was begging people, please come and buy, come and buy. They were saying, it's bush, oh, it's bush, oh. Now, I ran another ad. I ran the ad, buy 8 plots for 4 million. I ran the ad. One of my friend, Pastor Dixon, I don't know him, I don't even know him. Pastor, do you know Pastor Dixon? You should know him.
No, I don't know him. I should know him.
You will know Dixon.
I will probably have seen him here.
You will know Dixon is on the mainland there. So we were able to run the ad, and we got some clients, about 3 clients. One client bought 8 plots, one bought 5 plots, one bought, and that is how the whole money came in together. And from there, the company started growing. To the glory of God today, Land Bank our home has at least about 15 estates standing. About 7-8 of them is sold out. We started from nothing.
Now
from nothing.
Now this is mind blowing. Honestly, in fact I didn't expect that you were going to go this deep, but I'm so grateful that you did, because now a lot of hearts will be inspired to see that place you're calling bush today, when someone tells you invest in Ekpe or invest in so location, do not see the bush, see what it can become, because the world is constantly moving. People are moving to where they think offers them the best opportunities, and that is what Lagos has become. And it will be shocking to see that a land that was selling for 250,000 naira just 2-3 years ago is now being sold for 4 million. That is astronomical ROI if you bought at that time. Amazing, mind-blowing return on your investment and value appreciation. Now, let's get a little bit. Can we look at what do you think are the mistakes, either yours or maybe you've observed the industry and you've seen people make this mistake? What are the mistakes you wish you or people do not make in their trying to get into real estate or trying to grow their portfolio? Because we are also speaking to some persons who have bought land. I have a friend in the UK. She was telling me that the experience of somebody who I don't want to buy my land, my money will go. I bought before from so people and blah blah blah. So, but I don't know if that will be your focus, but just share with us what you think are the mistakes that one could avoid, either the ones you've made or the ones you see people make. Thank you.
All right. When it comes to mistakes, whether as an investor or as a developer, number one mistake that all of us makes, and then we all fall into the same trap, is trying to be the first to do something. And in the bid of trying to be the first to do something, we fall into the wrong. And there are two major pitfalls that most real estate developers and investors fall victims of. Number one is buying from the wrong hand. Buying from the wrong hand. When I mean wrong hand,
well, how do you know the wrong hands? How do you know the wrong hands?
Yeah, that's what I'm going. That's what I'm going. There are some things I may not be able to share right now because as a developer, that's one of our trade secrets. But I'll give you an hint.
Yeah.
Now, you can meet a set of guys that will take you to a particular land. They will say that is their family that own the land. They know people. Now, in Ibejuleki, Lagos, as it is right now, some people can put themselves together and say that they are the owner of this particular land. And before you realize it, you would have made payment to them. And they will abscond with you. It is when you are not ready to use the land that it will not become historic. You'll not be seeing the real owners start showing up. So what we do is that we'll ensure that for every land we are buying, we will ensure that we go at least 3 to 4, 5 times to meet representative in different locations. And some other things we do, I can't share on online right now because they are some of our trade secrets. But apart from these meetings that we do, there are other things we do on the ground to ensure that that particular land is genuine from the family. The second pitfall or mistakes most developers and investors fall victims of is buying land that are committed without knowledge. And this one is something everybody needs to be aware of. Forget the fact that you want to be the first. You want to be the one to get the market. The first thing to do when you are buying a land, whether from a real estate company or from a Omonile, is to go with a surveyor. A surveyor is someone who is a professional who will pick what we call coordinates. He will take the coordinates from the land. He will take it to the Lagos lands where they chart the land, so that they will tell you this land is committed, this land is free, this land is so. If you go and buy government land, you go and buy government committed land, they will be watching you. This is how the government will be watching you. They'll be doing like this to you. Continue. When they are ready to use their land, they will not care whatever you have put on it. Yes, they will take it down.
Wow.
So those are the two major mistakes, and I want to thank God that in this my few years, our company will be 2 years by October. So we're just about 14 months in business, or 15 if I'm not mistaken. We have not fallen victim of any of this, because one of the things I ensure is that we have not fallen victim. We have at least my company, we have 2 or 3 surveyors that check into our properties before we make payment. Then for the families we are buying from, we ensure we take our time to have several meetings and do some background check before we finalize. So it's God has been helping us in doing that, because I know some persons who are for victims, they have lost millions, they have lost so many things with these particular 2 pitfalls.
Wow, thank you so much. In fact, it's very important that, what he said, it's very important. Do not be in a hurry and then make mistakes and then fall, because real estate is a very emotional business. If you're buying property, you're investing a very huge part of your life savings or your earnings, and it's not something you want to just do because of a mistake that you made. And I'm happy that Light City, by the way, Light City is one of the partner companies that we have with us. We are showcasing their properties because of, like you said, like he has shared, the genuineness of their processes. There are so many companies that say they do real estate in Lagos, but hey, we know the stories. I'm not going to go into that here, but it's that many of these companies have given headaches. People have fainted and died because they lost money. But that is not the case. with genuine companies like Land Bank Homes, headed by Pastor Paul Olajide. Now, finally, I want you to talk about your Light City project. Light City is a 1,000 housing units, bungalows you are building in Ekpe. Now, by the way, is it sold out already or is still ongoing? And also tell us a bit about why that what inspired that vision and that idea. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ayo. All right, Light City Bungalow is a project that the Lord gave me actually. For those of you that are hearing me, the Lord,
Yeah.
everything about this company I told you is about God, and I'm saying this
Yeah.
on here. You need to understand that
Yeah.
the way to run business in this end time. When I mean end time, the way the world is going right now is to run it on the platform of God. When you run it on the
Yeah.
platform of God, you will not get it wrong. I'm telling you, you won't get it wrong. So I remember June last year, that was 2022. So we've been the whole of that K2 have been looking abandoned and nothing is happening. But I remember in March, I've been hearing the word in my spirit, bungalow, 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 bungalow. And I just remember around June, I just perceived in my spirit, he said, go to your site, print the banner, go and place it there. 1,000 housing project. Or like 1,000, how do I have the money to fund this kind of project? Because it's quite massive. How do I have?
Yeah.
So I took the step of faith. We just went, we printed the banner, we hung it there. It was still bushy, very, very bush, but we hung the banner, step of faith. And the little money we could gather, we did the clearing of the place. You won't believe that as soon as we did the clearing that particular week, one of the major microfinance bank in Lagos came, inspected the project, and they were really caught by the fact that the property is facing a major express and is leading to two major places in Lagos, leading to Ikorodu and leading to Jebode, and is facing a well-tarred road. And when they looked at that, the environment where this property is, it's where people can live when this project is fully completed. We were like, wow. And that's how we got connected to some association of doctors in Lagos, and some of them, we had several meetings and all of that. So now that's just a part of it. So because you maybe you have not been, maybe you missed out something. The project is not actually 1,000, because while I was still preparing to do 1,000, I was in church one day and I just heard in my spirit, it's beyond 1,000, it's 10,000 housing projects.
Oh wow, 10,000 now.
10,000, yes, 10,000 now. And we are doing this across southwest Nigeria, including Abuja. We are doing it across southwest Nigeria, including Abuja. And I'm telling you, we have pushed our tentacles to Abeokuta, Ibadan, Ondo, Abuja. We are doing an underground work currently right now. Now, the objective of this project is that we want Light City Bungalow to be the most affordable and the cheapest housing project that every Nigerian will be able to own by the year 2025. By the year 2025, we're trusting God that at least a common man will be able to own at least two bedroom or 3 bedroom that can house himself and his family.
Yeah.
And that's the mission. That's the mission we are on, and that's why all our product, whether land or housing, is still the most affordable. If you check around in Ekpe currently right now, our 2 bedroom is going for 15 million. When we launched it, it was selling for 8 million. It moved to 10 million, moved to 12 million, and now is 15 million. Go check in Ekpe right now. That kind of 2 bedroom is sold for 25 million. 25 million. Yes, go check around. And our 3 bedroom now is 20 million. Go check for 3 bedroom in Ekpe is not less than 30 million. So
Wow.
that is a gap we've been able to fill. And as I'm talking to you right now, we have numbers of units that we are delivering in a matter of months from now. Then another phase of the project will also start. I can't, there's so much that I can't be able to unravel here on I, but one of the things that I will encourage people to do is that you don't wait for opportunity to slip off you.
Yeah.
Particularly in real estate industry, you watch the trend, the way it's going. Sometimes it will be ascending high. You need to still be watching it. That in real estate, it does not decline. It doesn't decline. It keeps growing up. It keeps growing up. And sometimes it can be geometric, sometimes it can be exponential. So that's how real estate is. It doesn't decline, it goes, and real estate, it is not a monopoly market. Everybody determine their price. The same thing, we are selling 4 million, another company is selling for 19 million. So you buy what you have the capacity to buy. But we have chosen to stay in the area where a common man can afford to own. Even if it's a plot of land, you buy. If it's a house, you can buy with your little amount. And we have done in such a way that you don't have to pay at once. You can do instrumental payments while we are building your house for you. We have 6-month plan, 12-month plan, 18-month plan. Before you realize it, your house is completed. So 10,000 projects. 10,000 projects is what we're doing at Land Bank Homes, and we are not stopping. We are taking this across Southwest, Lagos, Abuja, Ondo, Oyo, Ekiti, Abeokuta, and Ibadan. And by the grace of God, the work has begun powerfully.
Wow. Thank you so much. The fact this has been a very insightful, value-packed session. Thank you so much. On a final note,
Are you there?
How do you envision? Wow. You mentioned my network is shaky. So, but on a final note, now, how do you see real estate as an investment vehicle for people? Now, is the return from your story has been phenomenal. Now, what would be your final charge to those who are sitting on the fence in terms of the growth of the value of their investment, if when they do invest in real estate, how secure it is and how guaranteed it is that their investment is going to appreciate?
Okay, that's a very fantastic question. To an existing client, people who are still thinking of investing, and people who still invest. Now, I'd like you to hear this very well. In real estate, I like to hear this phrase. In real estate, you can sleep as a poor man today and wake up tomorrow as a rich man. I don't know if somebody caught that. You hear that? Type in the column. You can sleep today as a poor man and wake up tomorrow as a rich man. How does this happen? It happens in real estate. You hear people say there is quick money. In real estate, there's quick money. There's quick money. I'm sure you heard the story of what Monica shared and is going viral, of a woman who bought a plot many years ago. Is it 15 years ago? And later, the value of the land was about 90 million. That's just a very...
She bought the land 1.9 million.
And is now valued at 90 million. That's a whooping amount of increase. You can't, what mass want to give you that value? I'm trying to get that is beyond 100%. That's crazy. So for investors, I tell people, investors, buy real estate when you can afford it. Buy real estate when you can afford it. When I mean when you can afford it, you know the level you are right now. You can still afford to buy a plot for 3 million. That is the level you are. Buy it when you can afford it. A time is coming that you will not be able to afford it at that that new price. maybe by 2025, what you bought at 3 million would have been valued at 10 million or even more. Now imagine, at that time you can choose to sell. Let me give you a very quick example. One of the clients who bought 8 plots year 2021, he bought 8 plots in Light City for 4 million. He checked me a couple of days ago. He said, Mr. Paul, please, I'd like you to help me sell 2 plots out of my 8 plots. Remember, he bought each one for 500,000. He's now asking me to help him sell. The market value of that land in Ketu is about 4 million. So because it's a distress sales, we push it out for 2.5 million. We are pushing that 2 plots for 2.5 million each. Now imagine 2 plots. He wants to get the value of 2 plots. At least he won't get nothing less than 4 million.
Wow.
So imagine he selling 2 plots for 4 million. What he used to buy 8 plots. Imagine that. Now he's reserving the remaining 6 plots. In the next 3 years from now, that 6 plots each will not be less than 10 million. And reason because where the estate is located is a well-developed environment. So investors, you don't wait until the real estate value shows up before you.
In less than
You don't wait. You buy and wait and see the development grows. Everyone you see today, some of them may not tell you. Everyone you see, they are riding their dream car, living in their dream houses, traveling to their desired countries. They have heavy investment in real estate. I'm telling you, they have acres, they have hectares of land, they have houses they have bought. Imagine one man having 6,800 flats, apartments, 6,800 apartments is generating rental income. That's what we call generational wealth. It's called sustainable wealth. It's a wealth you can pass on to your children. 6,800 plus apartments, giving him consistent income every year. One man, and you are still sleeping. You don't have one land in Lagos. You don't have one house in Lagos. You eat shawarma today, you buy iPhone 14 tomorrow, you travel to Dubai tomorrow. You don't have one plot in Lagos. I have been saying this since 2021. By the year 2025, Lagos is going to be one of the most popular city in Africa, and is going to be a place where it's only those who have the money that will be able to live in Lagos. Houses will be so expensive that many people, hear this from my mouth tonight, many people will have to go back to their village. Many people will go back to their village, because where you are paying a rent of 3 million now, by the year 2025, you'll be paying at least 10 million to 12 million per annum. Imagine if you have bought a plot in Ekpe, you have bought in Ibejuleki, you can easily build that apartment, and then you can be living in the comfort of your own house. Don't wait till 2025. 2025 is going to bring a total definition to investment in real estate. Watch it 3 years from now. 2025, a new definition is coming to real estate. It's only those who can seize the opportunity right now are those who will repeat in year 2025.
Wow, this has been fantabulous. Thank you so much. And to everybody watching, this is phenomenal. I want you to share this video. Not just share it. No, it's not even, don't even share it. The fact that you are watching this video is enough. Internalize what has been said here and take action. Yes, don't share this video. If I hide it, because if you share it, somebody might take action, and just internalize what you've heard and what you've learned, and then take action. Okay, reach me on the number you're showing on your screen, or give us a call. We will connect you to Mr. Paul. You get a plot in Light City, or you get an apartment there, and secure that future that you so envisaging. Thank you so much again, Pastor Paul, for being here and for sharing from your heart. How many of us can see that he shared from the heart? You can leave a comment to appreciate him right away. Now, we will continue tomorrow. We have two exciting guests again tomorrow who are going to elaborate on financing models for real estate investing and several other things. I hope to see you again tomorrow. So it's been a fantastic first day session, and I want to appreciate all our guests and our speakers tonight. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Pastor Paul. Hope to do this again anytime soon. Thank you again, and good night, everyone. Bye bye.